Yo, good morning. This is your man Levon, and this is Levon Says. And this is Thankful Thursday, dig? So, before we get into today's Thankful Thursday, let me just say first, thank you for joining this morning. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that bell notification so you're always notified upon, my next video upload. Whenever I upload a video, please hit that like button and share this with your family and friends and everyone you know. It helps the channel to grow, you dig? Lamella E, love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. LamellaE.com. Go on and check me out. Get some merch. Now that we've got that out the way, let's get into today's Thankful Thursday video. Y'all come along with me while I'm at work and I share this word that God has given me with y'all, you dig? So, I'm so thankful on this Thursday, right? It's Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful that God made me an original, okay? He made me unique. He made just one of me, right? And there's not another in the whole world. Even if someone resembles, someone may act like me, someone may have my traits and characteristics like my children, they're not me. I'm original. I'm a one of a kind. And I'm thankful for that, right? Because the plan that God has for me is for me. It's not for you. It's not for anyone else. It's for me, right? He made my own blueprint. And so today we're going to talk about following someone else's blueprint and why you're not having success and it's not working for you. See, the truth of the matter is you can't walk in nobody else's shoes, right? You have to walk in the course that God has laid for you. We all have a blueprint of how he has charted our lives, and that's what you're supposed to walk according to. It's when we try to walk outside of that blueprint. It's when we try to, walk in someone else's mold, walk in someone else's blueprint. It's when we get messed up. It's when we get in trouble. You dig? You got to walk in your own blueprint. Okay? You can't walk in nobody else's shoes. See, this was the problem when it came to David, right? David and Goliath. And so, David's problem was he was trying to walk. He was trying to walk in Saul's shoes. He was trying to walk in Saul's blueprint, right? He said, look, I'll go fight. I got this. Saul said, okay, check it out. Put on my armor, right? He tried to put on his helmet. He tried to put on his mail, his armor, his chain mail. He tried to put on his sword on outside of chain mail and everything. And he said, this ain't working. This ain't working for me, right? I'm not used to it. I'm not accustomed to it, right? It's too heavy for me, right? And a lot of times that's what's going on with us when we're trying to, when we're trying to do this and we're trying to do that, whether it's a business or whether it's, rearing our children or whether it's, higher education, whatever the case is, right? We're trying to follow someone else's blueprint. And a lot of times we get stuck because that's not what God designed for us. So because that's not what God designed for us, and we're trying to follow someone else's blueprint, we wonder why we strive, and we're never successful, right? We wonder okay, we're doing it just how this person said to do it. I bought the manual, I'm following their instruction, right? I'm doing it exactly how they said I'm supposed to do it. But yet I'm not having success and I don't understand. And then, if that ain't working, then we'll try the next thing, right? And we'll try the next thing, and we'll keep trying things until we hopefully come to the place where we figure out the reason why I'm not having success is because I'm trying to use somebody else's blueprint. That's not what God had for me. But so many times, man, people never get to that point, right? People never get to the point to where they get tired of bumping their heads, right? And then they realize that, oh, wait a minute. I've been trying to do this particular way for so long, but this is somebody else's plan. This is somebody else's blueprint. And I didn't recognize that they told me from the beginning, this is how I did it, right? This is how I found success. And what I want to do is share with you how I did it. And hopefully if you do it the way I did it, you can have the same type of success or a roundabouts, right? But that's the trick. That's the falsehood. That was their success. That was their blueprint. Okay? They discovered, what works for them. That doesn't mean that that's going to work for you. Find out what your blueprint is, what God has for you, and work that to the best of your ability, right? So anyway, it goes on in the story to say that after the armor wasn't working, that David finally took the armor off. So once he finally took the armor off, right, he told David, he said, look, he said, this ain't working for me. I'm not used to this, right? I'm not accustomed to this. And this is what we need to realize when we're trying to do things according to somebody else's blueprint, right? We're not used to it. We're not accustomed to it. There's a song that I don't know if the younger folks are familiar with, but there was a song that was made by TLC that had a line that says, don't go chasing waterfalls, right? But stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. See, this is what David had to do. He had to tell Saul, I can't wear your armor. I'm not used to it. I haven't tested it. It's slowing me down. It's weighing me down. So he had to go back to what he was accustomed to, what he was used to, which is in verse 38, it says that he picked up his staff. Or verse 39, it says he picked up his staff, right? Why? Because that's what he was accustomed to. He was used to his staff. This is what he had in the fields when he had his flock. He had his staff. He was used to the weight of it. He was used to how to handle it, how to use it to lead, and how to use it to defend. You dig? He was accustomed to it. And that's why we need to stick with the blueprint that God has for us, because it is specifically tailor-made for us. See, back in them days, armor was tailor-made for the soldier. That's why it was his armor. You dig? And we have spiritual armor that's tailor-made just for us. But we have to use our armor. We can't go walking around in someone else's armor, right? Same thing with the blueprint. You got to stick to the blueprint that God has for your life and work that. You can't work off of somebody else's blueprint because you're not going to be successful. So whatever your blueprint is, be the best at. Whether it's a cook or a baker, be the best that you can be. Don't try to follow in somebody else's footsteps and be like them. Be the best you can be. Find out what works for you. If it's being a clothes designer, right, or having your own clothesline, then make the best clothesline that you can make, but let it be your own. Not that you're trying to follow someone else's blueprint, right? Whatever it may be, nail technician, hair salon, restaurant, tax business, whatever it may be, even if you're a pastor, be the best that you can be and follow the blueprint that God has for you, not someone else's blueprint, because it's not going to work. Even if you have some level of success doing it, eventually the success is going to run out. Why? Because it never was your blueprint. You have to follow your own that God has for you. You dig? And I'll give you another example, right, about following someone else's blueprint. Me and one of my partners was just talking the other day about Steph Curry, right? And how I feel like, Steph Curry has changed the game. And, we were having this argument about where. And, I was telling him in 3-point shooting. But I wanted him to see the bigger picture about the blueprint. Steph Curry has a blueprint that God made specifically just for him. And he's following that. But what's happening is a lot of other people are trying to follow Steph Curry's blueprint instead of their own. Now, I love Chef, right? He's one of my favorite players. Can't nobody cook like the Chef can cook. But again, that's the point. Can't nobody else cook like Chef Curry can because it's his blueprint. Now you got all these kids all over the place, right? Not only just in college, right? But even all the way down to high school now, right? All these kids want to shoot the ball like Steph Curry. It don't matter how big you are. It don't matter how much you weigh. It don't matter, if you can shoot from that 3-point line, they are all trying to shoot from that 3-point line, right? Now, for some people, it may be working for now. But guess what? That's not going to work for everybody because that's not their game. That's not what they do. Some people are good at, mid-range games. Some people are good at defense. Some people are good at facilitating and assisting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not good at 3-point shooting, but yet everybody is trying to, they're trying to make that particular blueprint for Steph Curry work for them. And that's why you're going to have a lot of people that's disappointed, right? I mean, even right now, you got coaches, you got, all these different levels are saying how kids are no longer going to the hole. Kids are no longer, when they do go to the hole, if they go to the hole, what are they doing? They're kicking it out, right? Because everybody wants to follow Chef Curry's blueprint. You can't do that. You got to make your own way, man. You got to find what works for you. I want to be a great YouTuber, right? I want to be a great motivational speaker because that's what, I feel like God has called me to do, to motivate and to encourage, right? That's one of the reasons why he gave me the Lamelli E business. Love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. Those are the acronyms for Lamelli E. It's to be an encouraging, positive force in a negative and dying world. But I can't follow someone else's blueprint doing that, right? I've got to do it the way God has told me and the way God has shown me. Now, I can take tools from others, right? I can take strategies and, I can take things like that as tools that can help me in getting where I want to be. But I can't follow someone else's blueprint, you dig? I have to follow the blueprint that God has set for me. And you have to follow the one he has set for you. Find out what that is and be great at it. And once you find out what it is, be thankful, right? Thank the Lord for showing you what your blueprint is and how to best be at it. You dig? So this is your man Levon. This has been your Thankful Thursday, and I'm so thankful that God has me on the path of following my own blueprint, right? Not someone else's, it's mine. It's not always easy, it's not always pleasant, but it's mine, and I pray that he continues to open my eyes so I can learn the lessons while I'm walking through this blueprint that belongs to me, not following anyone else. Follow your own blueprint and let God bless you on this So Thankful Thursday. You dig? This is your man Levon, and I'm out. Thanks for joining me while I'm at work. Please remember, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you're always notified upon my daily uploads. And also like this video. Let's get this video up to 500 likes and up to 1,000 subscribers. You dig? One love, your man Levon. I'm out.